What it do? It's your boy. No, it's fine. It's the big boss out. Can't poke through the door, man. Here to talk this boxing. So you got Deontay Wilder. He finally said something. Came out, said his statement, and he said what a lot of people been thinking about, the Tyson Fury thing. Tyson Fury cheated. Glove gate. And I believe so too. Only because not because of that, but because Tyson Fury has been caught multiple times cheating, doing something, where he cheated before. So I can understand, like, if Tyson Fury has never cheated before, and people saying this, I'd be like, I'd be a little skeptical about it. But due to him being a repeat offender, he's always been doing something geared towards trying to get the upper hand in fights. You gotta believe it, or you gotta investigate it to get more information. But Deontay Wilder been getting a lot of backlash, man. He got fighters saying stuff about him. Teofemo basically called this man out his name. And let me say something about that, man. Like, Teofemo, to me, I got a lot of respect for him as a fighter. And he talk trash, and that's cool. But there comes a line where you gotta watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, man, and that's in any community, bro. When you call a man out his name, you putting your life in danger. Ain't nobody trying to come talk to you. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to promote violence, but I'm just saying, like, that stuff you can't say. I mean, he could have just said, hey, I feel like Wilder making excuses. He could have just said that. But he called Wilder a B word. We don't use profane language on my channel. But he called Wilder out his name like it was cool. And and this is the thing. He was talking as if he was there with Tyson Fury. I got a problem with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I was raised different. We don't speak on no other man. And I disagree with how Teofemo handled it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't being real. That was some fraudulent female stuff to me, in my opinion, because, and I'm not even taking up for him because it's Wilder. It's for any individual as a man. You don't speak on no other man, bro. If I was Teofemo and they would ask me that question, I would have been like, hey, man, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about something. I don't know. I wasn't there. If I was there, then I'd be able to say something. Well, I wasn't there. So I don't know, man. It's weird, but whatever. That's what I would have said. Teofemo talking like he was there. And I understand he going to vouch for his stablemate, but at the end of the day, when you start calling dudes out their name, bro, you asking for some people to be showing up to your house with them things on. That's what you asking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. I can understand, like I said, if he just said, hey, Wilder, you need to man up. Stop making excuses. That's different. But when you sit there and tell another man, and you even tell him, you said it in another video. You said in a video, oh, Wilder, you need to stop being a B. Man up. Okay. Now, I noticed that's like a Latino thing, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I live in Houston, Texas, man, and and I know I'm getting off the subject, but it's just, that right there didn't sit well with me, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, as a man, bro, like, how would you speak on another man? You know what I mean? But I didn't quite understand or get why he did that. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't sit well with me. I didn't understand that. But the man could have set up a meeting with Wilder and said that to Wilder's face. You know what I mean? Or whatever. which he wasn't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, man, it's a lot of talking in this community. But Tyson Fury the one who's doing all the fraudulent stuff. This man, people don't remember, Tyson Fury was out of boxing for 3 years. He had this sob story about him being depressed and all this bull crap. He was snorting cocaine. He was doing all this stuff. And then, boom, Wilder, like, and then this thing, even when he was talking about coming back, Anthony Joshua wasn't going to give him no shot. No heavyweight with a belt was going to give Tyson Fury a shot. Wilder said, you know what? I'll put some money back in your pocket. Go fight me. But that's how solid the dude is, man. That's some boss stuff right there. You say, man, I'll fight you. Put some money back in your pocket, man. So what he ended up doing? He made the fight. He fought Tyson Fury first time, came to a draw. Okay? They was going to fight again. Tyson Fury said, oh, let me run the ESPN and then take some tune-up fights. Then I fight Wilder. That's when the fraudulent behavior started happening. Because honestly, I don't feel like Tyson Fury thought he could beat Deontay Wilder. He saw how Wilder was sleeping people, and he was like, man, hell nah, bro. Even his own daddy was like, hey, bro, hell nah. Man, and I'm saying it how we talk. Hell no. And technically in that first fight, Wilder knocked him out. Technically. We ain't here to make no excuses. But the referee said, hey, I feel sorry for Tyson Fury. That's why I gave him a slow count. That boy's counting slow than the mud. He was counting Mississippi's. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. That boy's counting Mississippi's. Then that boy rose up like the Undertaker, and and there was a draw. That should have been a knockout, honestly. That boy eyes was rolled in the back of his head. But, hey, you gotta deal with the truth and the reality. It was a draw. The second fight, Tyson Fury won. But it's a question mark because we question his gloves. So, like I say, man, it is what it is. So now the third fight's coming along. Now he talking about he needs to fight in December and he gonna fight somebody else. This is stuff I be talking about. This the sour stuff I be talking about. If I was Wilder, I wouldn't have fought him again. I understand as a competitor, you like, hey, it came to a draw. But once I would have saw that he ran the top rank and all that, nah, we not fighting no more. Void the contract. I'll pay you whatever you need to pay you. We ain't fighting. Until you show me you solid. That was the signs right there that dude wasn't a solid individual. You know what I'm saying? Those were the signs right there. And what Wilder should have done was voided that contract and didn't do business with him. But here we are. We're in this situation again. Well, Tyson Fury talking about he want to take a tune-up before he fight Wilder. For what? Why are you taking a tune-up fight to fight Wilder? You say you beat him, and you say you beat him easily. It shouldn't be an issue. It should not be an issue. So, there's a lot of people talking. But I know Wilder, he like me. He be quiet. He just channel all that energy to, but when it's time to fight, that's when we do our talking. So, like I say, man, if they make this fight, which I think Fury knows the dangers of this fight. He definitely knows the dangers of this fight. If Fury agrees to fight, I think Wilder gonna knock him out. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a gruesome knockout. think Fury's gonna be asleep. I don't think he's gonna wake up. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be one of them knockouts where I that's what I think. I think Fury gonna box beautifully like he normally does. You know, he's gonna box beautifully and he's gonna, you know, be on his toes. But then Wilder gonna catch him and it's gonna be it. Like, that's how I see it going. You know, it's not gonna end well for Fury. And then Wilder's gonna retain his belt, and then Fury gonna fall down to the bottom. Unless Anthony Joshua want to give him a shot, which he probably will. Anthony Joshua ain't finna fight Deontay Wilder. He wasn't trying to fight him then. He ain't gonna try to fight him now. Because I honestly don't think Anthony Joshua can beat Deontay Wilder. I think Anthony Joshua is there to be hit. He don't move his head. He there to be hit. You know. And I feel like once Wilder clip him, it's done. Now, if I'm Wilder, I don't want the WBC belt. I wouldn't, you know. And I'm just saying, if I'm Wilder. Now, I think Wilder's going to win and get the belt back. But if I'm Wilder, I refuse to take the WBC championship. Only because of how the WBC has treated black fighters. They've made every exception for these European fighters, and you know they've made them and the Hispanic fighters. They've made them franchise champions, and you know they've done all that good stuff, but not the black fighters. The black fighters have to jump through hoops for them to be respected and for them to get the titles that they deserve. So they've been disrespected. So now, if I'm Wilder, I don't take the belt. I'll let Tyson Fury keep it. I'll tell him, hey, you can keep that belt. Me knocking you out is simply for me. You keep the title for your accolades. I don't give a damn. It's just for me to knock you out, and then that's it. I don't care about titles. If I'm a black fighter, I don't care about titles. I just don't. Because the WBC has treated black fighters horribly. They have not taken care of these black fighters. So I got a problem with that, man. But like I said, Wilder gonna knock him out. I didn't say what I said. I did what I did. Like, comment, subscribe, and go.